This is Jeremy Schoonmaker, Pre-Sales TC with the Channel MPS Group, and today I'm going to talk about home screen customization on FeatureSmart 4 devices. I'm running an HP LaserJet Flow M527 running FeatureSmart 4.7. Now the customizations we're going to talk about today are the welcome message as well as the sign-in screen. Both are ways that you can customize what users see when they walk up to the device. So to start with, we're going to look at the welcome message. To access welcome message or sign-in screen, you need to log into the web server as the administrator. Neither of these are things you can do from the front panel. So I'm logged in as the administrator. You see I'm logged in, and I go to the General tab and then Display Settings. And then down here, there's a bunch of things that you can click, but one is called the Show Welcome Message. So by default, it'll be unchecked. Now this message will show up anytime the product starts up or after it goes to sleep or anytime a user signs back out. This message is going to show up. Now you can put a title. This is going to show up on the top bar, and then you can put text in here. So this could be information about the device, how to use the device, just a nice hello like you see that I have here, whatever you want. Additionally, you can also choose a color that you want for the header of this. You can choose, I think by default it's over here on this blue, but you can choose any of the colors that you see here, maybe to match with a customer's color scheme or a partner's color scheme. So I'm going to choose just this red, and here's my welcome message, and then I'm going to go ahead and click apply. So it's going to apply this to the device. Then I'm going to wake mine up from sleep and then take a control panel snapshot, and you should see now my welcome message. So I've got the red bar up top. That red just goes across this bar, and then my header is the welcome message, and then I have an additional text here. In order to move forward to signing into the product or using the product, I'd have to click this OK button. So it's an extra click users have to go through. But again, it might be a good way for them to kind of get introduced to the product, say hello or whatever it is. So that's the welcome message. I'm going to go ahead and turn that off, and then I'm going to show you the sign-in screen. So I'll turn off my welcome message. Now the sign-in screen only shows up when the guest is locked out of everything. That means that users can't walk up and do anything at the device unless they sign in. To lock users out of that, you need to go to Security and Access Control. And then here in the guest column, which will show up in here in just a second, you need to lock everything out, which you see I've already done here. So guests can't use anything. I've seen this used most often when you're doing copy codes and you want people to log in order to track what they're doing. But this could be used in any circumstance. So the first thing you need to do is, again, lock the device guest out, and then you'll see the message at the front panel. And I'll give you a quick control panel snapshot on that one. You'll see it here. It says sign in is required to use this product. And you see there's no other buttons here. So the only options are to reset or sign in. Okay, so you can't do anything else. And what you can do is you can customize that message because sometimes maybe it's not as informative as we'd like it to be for users. So you go back here to Security and Access Control, like I've done here, and scroll down past all the sign-ins and permissions. And there'll be this area called mandatory sign-in, right? So this talks about if you have a mandatory sign-in, which we've set up because we've locked the guest out, what do we want the message to be? So I can use a custom message, and here I've already typed something in. Click the sign-in button and type in your PIN code, right? Just a short instruction for end users so they know what to do. Once I apply that, then when users walk up, instead of seeing the standard message, they'll see my custom message. Again, you can have it be whatever you want. And I'll give you a quick control panel snapshot. There it is. Click the sign in button and type in your PIN code. And I'm going to refresh that one more time. So then the user's like, oh, okay, I need to sign in. I know what to do now. So that is how you use both the welcome message and the sign in screen on FeatureSmart devices.